there, it's Grandma Jean from Gnome and Backyard. It's a beautiful day today, and we're going to make sausage and peppers and potatoes. Well, here's a list of our ingredients. You're going to need a pound of sausage and 1 pound of hot sausage. Now, it's your choice of sausage. If you don't like the hot, just use whatever sausage you care. 1 large onion sliced, but not too thin. We're going to use 3 peppers. They're going to be cut lengthwise in strips. I have used red, green, and yellow peppers. You can use any type of peppers that you care to. Now you're going to need 5 or 6 of medium-sized potatoes, and you're going to cut them into little chunks, not too small, bite size. We're going to have 1½ teaspoon of salt, an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper, or to your taste. Remember, you are cooking to your taste and your family's taste. We're going to need 1/4 cup of olive oil, a teaspoon of oregano, and a sprinkling of parsley flakes. Now, I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees. So I think we can get started now. Here's my roasting pan. And I'm going to take and drizzle the olive oil onto the pan, okay? Next, we're going to take and I'm going to put our potato chunks in. Just spread them around. Spread them around all over, okay? And then we're going to place our onion rings. Now, I didn't cut them too thin because they will cook away. So we're just going to spread them in casually. There we go. Also, we're going to put in our peppers. Now, I have cut my peppers a little wider because peppers will shrink once they're in there. So look at the nice coloring of peppers we have. Red, green. Use any type that you would like. I use quite a few peppers. Okay. Now we're going to take and sprinkle our salt, pepper, and oregano. We're just going to take and do a little sprinkling like we do on Gnome and Backyard. A little sprinkling all over. Okay. And we have our sausage. I'm going to just take and move this around a little bit into the olive oil that I spread on the bottom. And then we can add the rest of the olive oil. Here is our plate of sausage. I've used hot sausage and Italian sweet sausage. So we have a choice. I do like the hot sausage. So we'll just put this in here like this, and I'm going to spread this around also. Look at that. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take and sprinkle the rest of our olive oil. We used 1/4 cup of olive oil. Now you can use more. Like I say, you are going to cook to your taste. And we'll just sprinkle these ingredients around a little. It is a nice, colorful dish. We forgot to sprinkle our parsley flakes. So it's just a little sprinkling. You don't need a lot of, you don't even have to use parsley flakes if you don't care to, but a teaspoon. Well, now before I put this in the oven, I have a little story to tell you. My mother always made this dish and we loved it. And we knew what we were going to have for supper because you could smell the peppers. But we'd always say, Mom, what are we having for supper? And seriously, she'd look and say, well, we're having peppers and sausage. And us kids would all get together and holler, and potatoes. The reason we did that was it seemed every meal we had potatoes. So now that our dish is ready to go into the oven, but we have to cover it with foil. You're going to cover your pan with foil and place it in the oven at 350 degrees for an hour and a half. And then you will take it out, remove the foil, check your dish, and it may have to be put back in for another 15 minutes without the foil. But we'll get to that as we go along. Well, our sausage and peppers and potatoes are finished. I left them in the oven for 1 hour and a half. Then I removed the foil, but I want to give you a tip before you remove your foil. I always take and place a hole in the middle of the foil for the heat, the steam to escape, that you don't get burned. I remove the foil, put it back in for 15 minutes to brown. And it does look nice and brown. We have a lovely dish there that is very colorful, and I'm sure it will be very tasty. I do have hot sausage, and I do have regular Italian sweet sausage in there. So I will take a portion of each. Some potatoes, some peppers, and I left the peppers a little large that they don't shrink up. I want to taste the peppers. Well, it's done, and it's time to taste it. So we'll have a little taste here. A little bit of potato, a little bit of The reason I cut my peppers wider so that you can taste them. I hope you enjoy your peppers and sausage and potatoes. We enjoyed having you with us today on our cooking show. And don't forget to tune in to and sprinkle Gnome and Backyard. So until we meet again, don't forget to sprinkle a little kindness along the way. And we will see you another day.